Hey guys, it's Selena with Selena's Sanctuary here today with the snake room tour and everything you need to know about the animals. So within this room, there is a wide variety of animals. There's some that you're not seeing right now, and then there are some that you are seeing. So within this room, there are about 11 different types of snakes, about 8 different types of crested geckos, a savanna monitor, a bearded dragon, and 2 leopard geckos. So with everything going on in this room, it gets really, really warm. So that's why if you look, you can see multiple lights not on and multiple lights that are on. So with snakes, their temperature in their tanks need to be about 90 degrees during the day, up to 110, and about 80 to 85 degrees at night. So that is why I have the switch of the lights so that it keeps it warm throughout the day. So with crested geckos, their tanks need to be under 80 degrees at all times. So that's another reason that the lights switch on at night and some switch on in the morning. So it alleviates the temperature throughout the room, and it also keeps them warm throughout the night. So basically during most of the day, like they can just be fluctuating at all times. Like they can be at 80 when their lights are off, but they can also be at 70 when their lights are off. It doesn't really matter with them. And same with leopard geckos. They can be really cold, but generally I try to keep their tank around 75 degrees. So another thing that is in this room that you kind of may be able to see, maybe not at this moment, are humidifiers. Humidifiers keep the humidity up during the day, but they are off at the moment so that it doesn't cause an issue with you guys seeing the room. But you guys may notice something extremely different, and it's actually because you guys are actually in the sanctuary with me. You are in the actual room that these guys live in at all times, where they live, stay, breathe, have fun, and make a life for themselves. So let's get started with the actual tour, and we will talk about individual animals that I can bring out and some that I cannot. So the first thing we're going to talk about is actually a crested gecko. Her name is Ruby, and she is one of my utmost favorite animals in this room. She is a phantom red crested gecko, which is super duper rare. Most crested geckos are spotted or different colored patterns because that is just kind of like their nature, how they blend. Being red, she is super easy to find, so I already know where she is. So all their cages are locked. This is a safety thing so that they don't like push on the glass and possibly push it open and then fall out. It also is a safety issue because they are known to jump and fall, and that can hurt them, and then they could potentially be disabled or have to sadly be over the Rainbow Bridge. But just don't jump on the man's camera, please. So this is Ruby. Ruby is an adult crested gecko. She is somewhere between 1 and 2, and she is just, I know you're mad at me right now, but she is just one of the sweetest things. She actually is very like docile. Most times they would just jump everywhere they go, but she is one of my newer into the sanctuary. She's only been here about 6 months. Somebody at a reptile convention left her on a table. And so I asked the lady if I could take her, and she was like, sure, and I didn't have to pay for her. She is my little rock star. Right, Miss Ma'am? But she is actually going to be mine forever. I actually will never resell her because of how rare she is. But she actually did not come to my sanctuary with any problems. She was healthy, and she has just been a little healthy being since. They love to climb, and pretty much anything that revolves around climbing. So jumping, wiggling out of small places. As you can see, she just likes to climb. What I'm doing is allowing her to do what's called ladder climbing. It is their way of getting exercise throughout their body. But she is one of 8 crested geckos and one of 6 adult crested geckos that I have. And she is just the little sweetest peach, right, babe? Yeah? Okay. So say bye, Ruby. Say bye. All right, back in. Ready? Come on, do it. Come on, do it. You got it. I know you're looking. Come on. Come on. Come on. Do it. There you go. And there she goes, right back into her tank where she hides most of the day. But during the night, she comes out and she kind of like scavenges. But right here is their food dishes. Their food dishes have to be at an elevated level, just because that is the best way to feed them. It is healthier, and it mimics their natural environment. So this is Ricky Bobby. Ricky Bobby is a cinnamon mohawk ball python who is actually about 3 to 4 years old. He is one of my most docile snakes, sweetest snake you'll ever meet. But the first time he got into my hands, he actually had an accident, and that's why his name is Ricky Bobby. If you've watched that movie, you know. Go there. Yeah, I know. He was looking at me. So I'm giving him a minute. I know I'm shaking, bud. I'm sorry, I'm not used to you yet. So Ricky Bobby has been in the sanctuary for about a year now. He was actually one of the first snakes I got. He actually changed my outlook on snakes and actually is just one of the sweetest little guys. He's very curious, especially because he's getting warm now. He's gonna start looking at things, and they are very smart. They just love to be held and like move around on you because you are a source of heat. So with ball pythons, they actually sense from their nose and their eyes, but most times, like when you're holding them, the house is warm enough that they don't actually get bothered by it. But right now, he is just kind of chilling in his little ball because I did wake him up for this. He will actually continue to grow an inch a year now that he is considered to be almost full grown. But it also just takes time because once they get to a certain length, they only about shed once to twice a year. And he actually just finished his shed and has been happy as can be. He finally ate. But ball pythons have a weird temperament too. They are some of the sweetest snakes, but they also are the hardest to feed. But that is all for Ricky Bobby, and you'll see him again soon. All right. You are just a little mongrel. All right, you seem like you're getting a little agitated. Back in. All right, there we go. Bye, buddy. So the next animal we are gonna talk about is this lovely one down here. This is Sally. Sally is a Savannah monitor, and here in Seattle, I got her from a pet shop that actually got her from a surrender. So Sally was perfectly healthy when I got her, and I'm just gonna keep her until I can no longer keep her, and then she will go to a bigger sanctuary in Seattle that can house her to her full capability. But right now, she's just gonna chill with me. But the best part about Sally is I actually can feed her tilapia on camera. Tilapia is one of the best foods for them. It gives them iron, nutrients, and just everything galore for them, and it's one of her favorite foods other than salmon. They also are able to eat any type of greens, and they can eat any type of bugs really. I tend not to feed her bugs because she has a hard time getting them when they're in these little tongs. And you can see that when I give her tilapia, she'll bite, constantly trying to grab it in the right direction. So sometimes it's a little hard, so just bear with her. So normally this is about the size you'll want to give them. This gives her enough nutrients in one powerful pack. So let's see, Sally, come here. You want it? Oh, she got it that time. Good job. Okay, you want another one? But she's actually kind of cool. She just kind of chills in her tank. Yep, see, she's closing her eyes, which means she's done for the moment. She may want more in a little bit, or she may want it now. She might have just been kind of swallowing the last one. You want it? Nope, okay. So that's how you kind of tell when they're done, is she'll close her eyes, and then right now she's rubbing her face to try to get the smell off of her. And then she will go back under this little big log and she'll just sleep there because it's warm and it's away from direct sunlight, which gives her the ability to kind of like motivate her temperature to stay normal. Yeah, that's Sally. She's a sweetheart. Sometimes. See? Good job. You didn't hiss at me. We're working on it. She was never really around people when she was first brought to me, so when I used to touch her, she used to hiss at me, but she's never actually bit me, which is really nice because you don't want them to be afraid of you and you don't want to be afraid of them. It's the best part about being a reptile keeper is the more you trust them, the more they trust you. Well, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed your little piece of my sanctuary. Bye, guys.